I'm Doug Sherr, supervising the Certificate of Inspection Haul-Out 2013 for the Schooner Bill of Rights. We've been out of the water here at Marine Group about 2.5 weeks. We did a rigging survey before we hauled out, and in the course of that rigging survey we discovered a measure of rot in the stem up in the chain locker. We dug in a little bit deeper and discovered more rot. So we decided to make a much more thorough inspection. So we've subsequently removed 4 planks and from the shear straight down at the stem port and starboard. Well, there's nothing there. For about 4 feet down from the upper surface of the stem, the rot is extensive. It all goes into also a structure called hawse pieces, which go up the side of the boat right where the hawse hole goes through the bulwark. These pieces help support the bulwark when the chain is running out on the anchor. They are completely compromised because of rot. The beakhead, which is basically a non-structural element forward of the stem, although massive, is not compromised because probably of grain orientation. The rot follows the grain line down, and that's what happened in this case. So we've ripped apart the forward end of the boat, and the work is proceeding, at a pretty good pace. We also discovered a plank just above the waterline, midships port side, where the butt end, in other words, where the end of the plank fastens into a structure called the butt between frames, was sufficiently compromised that we decided to remove and repair that particular plank. We didn't have to build a new plank, but we did have to repair one end of the plank. The plank has subsequently been put back in because at the end of 2.5 weeks, we're all getting very scared that the old girl's getting too dry in this climate. So we're going to splash her this weekend, hold her in the slings overnight, so that she takes in water and makes up her original dimensions. And then we'll pull her around into a slip and continue repairing the stem while we're in the water. This will allow us to do the work without any subsequent drying out of the planks. Most of the elements in the rigging survey were relatively minor. We've had to do some welding, some fabricating, removal of a number of components for renewal, but it's pretty much the normal course of events in a haul-out. Fundamentally, the boat is sound. Fundamentally, other than this rot at the stem, we haven't discovered any surprises, nothing that is going to require any other major work. So really things are proceeding as best as they can when you're hauled out with a wooden boat in a shipyard.